Hey guys, it's Chasing here and I wanted to talk about Dandy's World. So I saw a video recently on YouTube basically talking about Forsaken being better and more fun than Dandy's World, and honestly I have to agree. And it's not just Forsaken, there are many other horror games that are just way more fun to play than Dandy's World. And that got me thinking, is Dandy's World not fun and or dying? Because Dandy's World had a ton of players back then, but now it is pretty low on players. So in this video, I'll be going over my opinions on what might be making the game die, what I hate about the game, and how it could be fixed. Disclaimer, if you're offended by opinions, please leave. And this doesn't mean I hate the game, I'm just saying that it kinda can get boring. Anyway, let's begin. One of the things I think is making Dandy's World not fun is the repetitive gameplay. For example, the task of having to extract a machine over and over again to get to the next floor is kinda boring. Not to mention the minigame for extracting is just an area that you have to hit, which isn't hard unless you're using Cosmo, Shrimpo, etc. Another thing I'd like to point out is getting toons. When you first join the game, getting toons isn't too hard to do, but after you've gotten starter toons, you are in literal double hockey sticks. Oh, you want Astro? First collect 5,000 Ica and bring it back to me. You want Blot? Complete the other 2 Circus Toons Mastery and bring it to me for your own good. You want Scraps? Get 50% research on a toon that rarely comes out except for when you've completed that task. Now, I'm fine with mains costing a lot of Ica since it makes sense, they are the main characters in the game and they get good abilities. But what bothers me the most is the toon that cost almost as much as Pebble. I hate Blot's price. Like, why does Blot have to be almost as much as Pebble? If I had the opportunity to get Pebble or Blot, I'd choose Pebble. And I hate grinding with a passion, so if I have to grind for a toon, I'll do it, but I wouldn't like it. Another thing I wanted to point out is that the community is mostly toxic. And not to mention, some of the toxic people in the community are the most unsmart people in the game. Like, sometimes they will threaten to report you, yes, report you, if you do something like grief, pick up an item, etc. Like, do you think Builderman is gonna come in and ban someone just because they are doing something that doesn't even break the Roblox TOS? Not to mention, I've seen some people say they will get griefed by someone if they don't ship 2 toons. Like what? Speaking of which, that brings us to our next topic, the shipping. If you don't know what shipping is, here's a fruitcake ship thing I made.
Oh my god, hi Sprout.
Hi my Pookie Wookie Dookie Bear.
Sprout, I love you.
Blushes, I love you too Cosmo.
Okay, that's not actually how most fruitcake ship videos are like, but I had to think of something quick, so. TBH, I don't really care about the shipping part of the community, I find it fine. But like I said, some shippers will literally grief you if you don't ship the characters or don't like the ship. There's also the sus side of the shipping community. I'd show it on screen, but I'd rather not. Another thing I want to talk about are assumptions about what the character you use means. For example, the most common assumption, if you're a main, you're automatically a pro. There's also times where a player may be hurt by another player so much, to the point they quit playing Dandy's World. Anyway, let us move on to our next chapter. A way to fix the repetitive tasks in Dandy's World is to give players other tasks they need to do to complete the floor, or the skill check changes every few floors. For characters, maybe sometimes they can release starter characters with a new toon. Sadly, there is no way to fix the toxic community, which is the main reason people may be leaving. We can't fix the toxic part of Dandy's World because if we tried, they wouldn't stop. I really don't want to see the game die, but it is very repetitive and it can get boring sometimes. The best we can do is hope that this next update can make the game more fun. Anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. By the way, I will probably make another video talking about the community, maybe. Okay, now bye now.